That's
you're
it.
doing something
You
correct.
know, they lost the bandit, but recruit still going there.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You see how the dial has changed a little bit. Let me get KB on this topic, man. Lisa, thank you so very much. Roll Tide to you and your family as always. Shout out to Link in the chat doing big things. Much love to the homie Link. Always tapping in with me, man. I appreciate you more than you know. Christian Hughes, my broski. Good to see you, man. Good to see you tapping in. Can't wait to see you, Christian, when the season starts, man. That go to homie, man. Christian, roll, tide, roll, my brother. Moon Rocker. Man, what up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Moon, I know you probably been somewhere lifting a house or something, man. I know how you do, bro. I know how you do, bro. You're the fitness. You and Lisa need to hook up and come up with y'all own Bitty Blanks type stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to my brother Moon
Come,
Rock, man.
come down here and train me, man. Get me in shape, but don't charge me though, right?
That's right.
Thanks, man. Good to see
Let
Moon
me
Rock,
let me
man.
be your first success story, Moon Rocker.
Yeah, man. Good to see Moon, bro. Marcus Kelly, what's up with you, bro? Roll Tide to you and big up to you, man. Good to see you, man. Big dogs gotta eat. Roll Tide to you, broski. Much love to everybody in the chat, man. Thank all of you for coming, man. B Sharp is here. What up, B Sharp? I
What up,
already
bros?
know B Sharp. You had told me earlier, man. Drink one for the homies, man. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
boy.
Me is in the house. Nick Harbin is in the house. Listen, let's get KB on this right here, man. Look, KB. They went from y'all lost to Vandy and y'all lost to Oklahoma to back to the normal Bama hate. Can't stand Bama. You made a mistake by going there. What do you say to the future, KB? What do you say to the
Oh,
future of Alabama
the
football?
future looking bright, man. The future is looking bright. Look at the running back room. Look at the wide receivers. Look at the defensive backs, man. If we can get this offensive and defensive front together, we're gonna be straight.
Facts.
We just need to recruit a little bit more on along the lines. Other than that, we looking good, man. We looking good. This guy we got today, man. You can't say enough about this guy.
Can't say enough.
This guy is explosive, quick. I mean, come on, man. So we looking good, man. I especially at running back, wide receiver, uh, defensive backs, linebacker. We looking pretty good, man. We're gonna
I
be a
got,
force to be reckoned with for the next 3-4 years.
I got a surprise for you, KB. I got a homeboy with an alias, and his alias is Grandolph the Great. You
His
understand what I'm
alias,
saying?
what?
His alias is called Grandolph, right?
Grandolph.
You got to go way back to understand what that means, right? All
Right.
I can tell you is if you know this guy, you know he probably left somewhere smoking a stogie, a high price stogie right now. The man, the myth, the legend
Man.
himself. Shout out to the homie Ty Hayes, man.
Okay, what's going on, Ty?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Ty, man?
What's
You
up,
came
Ty?
in right at the perfect time. KB was giving us, lacing us, man, letting us know. I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked KB. You see what's going on, Ty. You see everything what's going on, man. You see not just that they're committing to Alabama, but why. When you hear the kids talk about why, if that's that old school Bama, I want to get Bama back to the national championship type thing. What do you see from Alabama in the future, Ty? Forget right now, just for a second, the future of Alabama football.
Looks great, but I think as great as it looks, it's only going to continue down this path if Alabama is who we think they're going to be this year.
Facts on the field.
Okay.
Facts.
So, and listen, I said last year that 9-3 was realistic. With all of the talent Alabama lost, with the teams in the SEC, and when you really started evaluating these teams, you could have looked at Alabama and said, yeah, 9-3. And lest we forget, gentlemen, Bama nearly lost a few games, Saban's last year. They pulled them out, but Bama nearly was the same team from this past year as Saban's last year. That's not an indictment on Saban. That's just me saying that I think that the team has kind of been in this weird space for a few years, and now I think you're kind of seeing the other side of that. And I think one of the things that's different to me right now is the way that Alabama players are recruiting. Right? It's not just the coaches going out there and recruiting. these guys on the team, these guys already in this recruiting class are showing that it's a brotherhood that you want to be a part of, which really takes me back to the early Nick Saban days. That was a big thing you saw with those recruiting classes, is the brotherhood aspect. And so I'm really excited. I'm really excited about Bama this year. I'm really excited about the recruiting class. I think it's only going to get better. The last thing I'll say, and this is something that just tickles me. You see all these fans of other teams talking about, oh, it's Nick Saban really recruiting. Okay.
Facts.
But guys, let's suspend disbelief. Let's take them at face value. I'm going to tear apart this argument, taking it at face value, because we know that's not true. Sure, Texas might have Vince Young come out. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
USC might have Pete Carroll come out to an event. Reggie Bush. Why wouldn't you? Bama might have Saban come out. Why wouldn't you? But in order to demolish this argument, essentially what these fans are saying is that these kids would rather go play for a coach that's not even coaching anymore than their head coach, who they suppose is a top head coach in college football. If you're a fan saying we just got beat by Alabama and it's because Saban, you're essentially saying they would rather go play for a guy who's not even going to coach them than go play for your program. That's an indictment on your program and on your coach. So even saying that, it is so incredibly just like thoughtless. The logic that goes into that, you're saying your own program isn't where it should be. That a guy not even coaching can beat your coach for recruits. That's a red flag about your place.
I think they're saying that, to satisfy their disbelief that Coach DeBoer, that this staff is doing great things, man. I think they say that to satisfy themselves. It's got to be Saban. It's just got to be Saban. No, it's not,
Can I say
man.
something?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
You know, first they were celebrating when Saban retired or whatever.
Facts.
All right, we get Coach Kalen DeBoer. What were they saying? He can't recruit the South. He can't come to the SEC and win. He can't come to the SEC and recruit. He don't have any links to the athletes in the South. Alabama won't be able to compete because of NIL. So they were saying all of that. Now Coach Kalen DeBoer is in and he's set. Remember, he brought in the number 3 recruiting class last season.
Facts.
So that should have showed them something then. And now he got a full season under his belt. All right. And the guys that's still left from last season was recruiting also. Those freshmen that he brought in last season, they was recruiting also. Okay, right. Now he got a full season. Yeah, they see that we went 9-4, but these recruits are still not deterred because it's Alabama.
That's a fact.
It's Alabama. And as they say, Alabama is the biggest brand in all of college football. Alabama gonna get you to the NFL. If you come in and you work, they're gonna get you to the NFL. All you gotta do is come in and work, and they gonna do the rest. You know. And then as far as Nick Saban, Coach Kalen DeBoer is on par recruiting better than what Nick Saban was. Because I can't remember a time Alabama was at 5-4 in July, the first part of July under Nick Saban. I can't. So Coach Kalen DeBoer is doing it better than him as far as recruiting right now. And if Alabama win at the level that they've been winning, it's just going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming. And I have no doubt that Coach Kalen DeBoer, if he keep doing what he's doing, he's going to win 2, 3, maybe even more national championships. 2 or 3 or more national championships at Alabama. That's just my.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact, man. I think that's what's really touching them.
Yeah, I think that's crazy part about Coach Sean. That's easy, man. Yeah, I think it's easy.
And the thing about it, these players, like you said, they saying why they wanted to come to Alabama. These players saying they've been wanting to come to Alabama since they was little. This is a dream come true for them. You know what I'm saying? So NIL money ain't persuading these guys to go anywhere else because they always wanted to be at Alabama. Because Alabama don't have Texas money, Texas A&M money.
Yeah.
So in Texas, you know, they can pay these guys big money.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they offer some of them some money. And they going to Alabama. Not on these big, out of the wonder NIL deals.
Facts.
So it shows that they want to be there.
Yeah. They literally said like every last one of these top 4 recruits they literally said Alabama my dream school.
Yeah.
And my dream school. Anyway, what time you commit to your dream school, you going there get your all, man. You're gonna get 1,000% of you. You ain't holding back because that's where you always want to be. That's where you know where you're gonna get to the next level at, where you can get to the real bag at. But those guys going they all, man. It's just like Ty said. I mean, I said it earlier too, Coach Sean. Remember, we got everything. KB just mentioned it. We have everything we need right now. We got all the skills coming in. And once that D line start coming in, the O line start coming in, we get out there and start performing this year on the field. The O line, that defensive line, see how these guys playing, and then they want to be a part of it. Okay, those guys about to roll out. Let's go ahead and gear up next season. We're gonna roll in there because we got a crew coming in right there, but we're gonna come in behind them and we're gonna solidify the offensive line, defensive line for the next 3-4 years. Facts. And then another crew gonna come in behind them, and you got the skill, you got quarterbacks, you gonna have the D line, O line, and they're gonna keep on rolling in. And when you think Bama's dying, Bama ain't doing that, but getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And before you know it, like KB said, it wouldn't surprise me with the way these kids practice, the heart these kids have, and the way they compete with each other and how they play for each other. It wouldn't surprise me this man win that championship this year and then take this recruiting class, last recruiting class, turn around, win one next year. And win probably and try and be shooting for a third one, or 3 in a row, which you probably know that the NCAA probably never let us get 3 in a row. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, Coach Sean, if they be shooting for 3 in a row starting this year.
I tell you this, man. I love it, man. I absolutely love it, man. Shout out to Her and Raj podcast, man. Good to see you guys, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in with all of us, man. No matter the channel. Thank you for tapping in with us, man. Let's transition into this really quickly. You guys told me how you felt about the future, right? I want to know how you feel about the future equating revenue sharing into this. Ty, let me start with you on this one. How do you feel about the future, right? With rev share coming. Alabama's obviously doing a great job at divvying up the pie right now. What happens when the checks get bigger? How do you divvy up the pie, and how do you feel we'll adjust to that going into next season?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a learning curve for everybody out there.
For everybody,
This is one of the reasons why I was on the JP and Trav show the other night. Great guys, great OU content creators, and I said, hey, we were talking about Jim Nagy, and I said, hey, I think Bama's got the best GM in college football, Courtney Morgan. I mean, I'll argue all day on that. I said, but y'all are in a unique position because you guys have a GM that was at the NFL level who's kind of already seen how you navigate this. Now, that being said, Courtney Morgan, Bama's going to be fine. I think even with all of this, Courtney Morgan's going to be the best GM in college football. He is that guy. But Nagy already kind of understands this. So I'm interested to see kind of how OU does this and other teams. I'm not saying just OU. It's just that was the conversation the other day. But this is a learning curve for everybody. I'm fascinated to see the end number because as I understand it, everything from the House settlement right now is still estimations from independent firms. One independent firm said it could be 23, but if you read through House, they even said another independent firm later on in the document. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like 72 pages. It was like page 40. There was another independent firm they referenced that said it could be upwards, like a few million more. And so seeing how they're going to divvy up the pie is going to be fascinating. But one thing about this staff that I think we've learned is they're highly selective. And I think the word we need to be using, guys, is intentional. This staff is intentional with their evaluations at the high school level.
Yeah, that's facts.
And their evaluations in the transfer portal. And dare I say, we are entering an age in college football that, yes, you can now pay players. They should have been able to do that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Big Dog Eats. But there were independent, just like financial consultants who were brought in for testimony during House. And there are different figures that have been generated in terms of what the money's going to be. It's only a couple $1 million off, which It's not a huge deal. It's not going to have a big effect. Where I'm going with this, though, guys, is that we're entering into a time where you can pay players, but I don't think evaluations have ever been more key than they are right now, especially when you have a pie that's going to be divided up amongst your roster. Now the ability to evaluate guys in the transfer portal and guys in recruiting, it's more important than ever because you have a limited number of dollars that you can now disperse. So you need to make sure you're doing that right, which makes a Jordan Edmonds, right? This is a great example. Kid was a 3-star when Bama started pursuing him. Now he's a 5-star. Now, depending on where you look, he's the best cornerback in the nation. I certainly believe he is, and I think this is a great cornerback class. Michigan just got a dude today who was committed to Bama. That kid's amazing. He's gonna do great things up there in the Big Ten. This is a great cornerback class. I think Alabama may have the best one. He was a 3-star. Lotzier Brooks a year ago, a 3-star. You can't tell me that he wasn't a top 3 or 4 wide receiver in last year's class. You just can't. Evaluations are key, especially when you're talking about revenue sharing and there being a pie. And I think that's where Alabama's in a really good place because of the staff they have.
Facts, man. Piano Man, let me get you. What you think about that? Ty laid it out, man. Not only do we have a great structure in recruiting right now, kids see it, but when the revenue sharing finally hits and this rev share comes and the pie is going to have to be divvied up, what do you think the future will be then? It looks like we kind of know what we're doing. We're kind of ahead of the game. What do you think?
It goes back to like what Ty said, and I will I've done some little digging on about Courtney Morgan. The dude used to work for Wall Street. He knows how money flows in and out. He had a little, however that went up. I can't remember just the correct term, but the guy was on Wall Street. So he understands how everything goes as far as revenue goes, as far as how it's supposed to be there. So I'm just going to go back and just sum it all up. As long as they keep winning settles everything, and it brings revenue from all over the place. So they'll have to, it's going to be divided right. But as far as the future of it goes, Bama's sitting in the best seat of all.
That's facts. KB.
I agree with everything both Ty and Piano Man said. We do got the structure in place already. They are intentional, and their evaluation of these kids is crazy to me. You know, a lot of us might expect them to go after this five star, yes, but then they trying to get this 3-star because they see what they need for the team, right? And when it comes to the revenue, they only get, in my opinion, they only going after the guys that they want to share those revenues with. You see what I'm saying? So why would I want to go after the guy that he don't fit my scheme and want to pay him or give him, some of this part of this money?
It's a great
point.
What
I'm saying?
Facts. Mm-hmm.
So, and like Piano Man said, winning take care of everything. When you're winning, the check gonna get bigger, and that's more revenue for everybody.
That's facts.
It's just my opinion.
That's facts, man. It all makes sense too, KB. Coach Carl.
Okay, to piggyback on all three of these gentlemen that just speak, man, it's hard to go behind Ty because Ty is on the legal side of it, right? Then you got Piano Man is on the legal side of everything too because he's in school right now for criminal justice himself. KB elegantly put things in a way that everybody can understand it, so it's hard to go behind all three of these guys, right?
I want to say something off of that. Me and Piano Man, we on the same page because I got a degree in criminal justice.
Oh, that's what's up. got 4 lawyers on my panel. Yeah.
And I got one in criminal justice myself, and I graduated in 17 days with another one in criminal justice.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Psychology part of criminal justice.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it. But like I said, the thing I'm gonna say with that is this, man. When you start evaluating players, you have to know what type of player you want in your program.
Facts.
Okay. I see the shiny new 5-star right here that has everything I want in a corner. I can't bring in 2 of these shiny 5-stars as corner because of the revenue. But I also evaluated this 3-star in Zay Gibson that I think is probably the same talent as one of these 5-stars. or maybe better projectedly down the line because he's gonna come in and give me everything I need from a scout team. He's gonna give me everything I need from special team wise, and then he's gonna be hungry enough to go for and put forth the effort that I need him to do, which is other 5-star kid. If I don't put him on the field immediately, he probably transfer. At least I know Zay. He's an Alabama guy. He's here because he wanted to be an Alabama guy, right? And then I don't have to pay him as much money I had to pay the other 5-star. Now I can save some of that revenue and then go after a 5-star safety and then another 4-star safety. I don't have to worry about paying these guys so much money. It's more like in NFL when you got the salary cap in the NFL and you can only bring in so many players at the top tier, and then you got to go down here and get some veteran or get some more of these kids on some veteran on the veteran salary on the salary cap for veterans. Or you're gonna have to get some lower tier players to mix in with your top tier, make sure you balance out your salary. That's what Bama gonna end up doing. That's what Courtney Mark always done. He always evaluated talent. He never looked at all the 5-stars. You see at Washington, he didn't go after 5-star when they was at Washington. It was going after the 3 or 4-star, some of the high twos, and then they develop them 2 or 3 years down the line, and they start making make it run for state champion, well, national championship, make it to a title game in the second year with 2s and 3-stars, right? So that's evaluating and development. So what they're doing is they're getting the guys that they know they need to fit their program, and then they're evaluating the ones that they know that can help those guys succeed in their program. And then that's how you go about the revenue sharing. And I think some way, somehow it should probably end up going up every year because the money gonna keep going up with competition in football. So they're gonna have to raise the ceiling every so often.
Facts. KB, I believe it's you right here. Go ahead.
Oh, I appreciate it, Justin Farmer. Appreciate the 199. And next time I go live, which will be tomorrow, I'll give you Felix the dancing fool. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I agree with all you guys, man. I agree with all you guys. I think it ties in well with what they got going. I think Alabama's already setting the stage for rev share when they come in. I think these guys are ahead of the game, man, which transitions into our next thing. We got a lot of draft eligible kids for this year's NFL. Well, next year's NFL draft, man. I say this right here. Not only do we have a lot of kids, at least 13, that's going to be eligible to get drafted. That's on the radar right now to get drafted. Before I talk about that, though, Ty, starting back over with you. Do you see any of these coaches, if the season go well, do you see any of these coaches getting a bump, a head coaching job? Do you see any of these guys that's done so well in the recruiting prowess? Do you see any of these coaches up for head coaching possibilities?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, Listen, Bama assembled a great staff. And I think that if you were paying attention, you were excited about it. And as the year went on, you realized what a great staff that Bama had. If the defense continues to improve, then the way that I think they're going to, because now Walmick understands his personnel completely. He's been there a full year. He now understands, okay, this is what I want to do. This is the personnel I have to do it with. What are some things that maybe
Ty. I believe China got you. The Matrix got you.
Am I back?
All right, yeah, you back.
I hit the transfer portal for a bit, and then I bounced right back out. We're good. We're good. No, so what I'm saying, like Walmick, I think that now he understands this is the personnel I have. Some of the things I wanted to do, maybe I didn't have the personnel to do, but now he understands, okay, how can I combine what I want to do and what the personnel allows to be successful? He's a guy that I think could be getting looks. One guy I'm worried about, just because I think he might be one of the most underrated coaches in college football, is Mo Linguist.
I knew where you was going. Facts.
Nick Saban said on TV to everybody that would listen, in front of God himself, that even he was worried about Alabama's secondary last year. He was like, yeah, I mean, they're young, they're talented, but that's an area that, we need to watch. Bama's secondary was top 10 in passing efficiency defense. I think that might be the best secondary in college football when you look at it this year. Damani Jackson hadn't played a full season of college football until full season of college football, period. Hadn't played a full season of football since like his sophomore year of high school. If you had followed his recruiting, you see that like he had a lot of stuff happen. Xavier Brown, true freshman. We had a safety go down. Bray Hubbard comes in. You don't miss a beat. Malachi was the only consistent player we had in that secondary who had the experience. And, I mean, thank God we had him. He was great. But even though Malachi leaves, do we realize how crazy it is that Devontae Smith transferred and nobody's talked about that? And he's a hell of a player. Like, he's a hell of a football player. And nobody's talking about it. Not because he's not great, but because now we look at who the secondary coaches are. Specifically, Mo Linguist. You look at Mo and the guys and how that secondary was, and you're like, yeah, you're going to be good.
Facts.
So I'm just going to stick on the defensive side of the ball, let these gentlemen kind of discuss defense and offense. But for me, Kane Womack already has that head coaching experience, and does Mo Linguist. Mo was in the NFL for a bit, and he took what Nick Saban said on national TV was a weakness for Bama and made it one of the strongest units in the country with nothing but freshmen and Malachi and a guy who hadn't played because of injuries. And now it's a top 3 secondary going into next year. Those are my 2 names you got to watch.
All facts. Bleed this you right here too, KB.
Hey, appreciate it, Nick Harden. Nick Harden, that's my guy, man. Appreciate it, Nick Harden. Felix the Dance Fool will be coming for you also.
Yeah, Nick, good dude, man. Shout out to Nick for sure, for sure. Piano Man, speak on that, man. It's a lot of kids that's gonna get drafted next season. I mean, a lot of them. We'll probably lose 12, 13 guys. What do you think do you see any of these coaches up for head coaching possibilities going? Because that's what happens. You have a great season, you get kids drafted, everybody come for your coaches. That's just the normal way of things.
Yeah. What Ty said, but I'm gonna throw, and I know I'm gonna get probably jumped on when I say this, but just hear me out. If a particular team, I'm not gonna call their name, if they don't have a good year this year, I honestly believe Ryan Grubb will be their next coach.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take Austin Mack with him.
Yeah, I know where you're going. Yeah.
Okay. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And because this dude is coveted. He's wanted. And I'm gonna say this. This particular team also wanted Courtney Morgan too. This particular school also wanted Courtney Morgan and was gonna throw the kitchen sink at him.
Facts.
to get him to leave Bama and come there. He would not do it. I'm glad he didn't do it. But because of Ryan Grubb's success at what he does, his experience, even though it wasn't a good one, coaching at the NFL level, now he's at Bama. Let them have a successful season. Yes, sir. Ryan Grubb, and along with what Ty said with Mo and I also believe Shep could be in there too. Very little, but you can't leave him out. You can't leave him out either. So yeah, it's a possibility because, like I said, winning settles everything. Not just for you, but other people looking at your success too, and they say, "I want a piece of that," and I'll take whomever I can get to become a winner.
Facts, KB. What you thinking about these coaches?
I agree. Mo Linguist with what he did with that secondary last season. A lot of young players, true freshmen. I loved it, especially on the latter part of the season. If they come out and play a full season like they did in the latter part of the season, I feel like somebody coming after him.
Yeah.
Also, Ryan Grubb. You already know. That speaks for itself with Ryan Grubb. If he have this offense clicking on all cylinders like he did at Washington with the athletes that we got, they coming. Because you know with success, there's going to be sharks in the water as far as the coaching staff, just like it was with Saban.
I think so too, man. Coach Carl, what you thinking?
I think Ty wanted to say something real quick, Coach Sean.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and I'll be very quick. I think that I'm not saying I think those coaches are leaving. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying I think that that's where they're going to go. And if my prediction is right, if Womack goes, you could elevate Mo Linguist to D coordinator with the experience he has.
Yeah. Facts. That's all facts, man.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing that I was gonna say to Ty. Like, I mean, honestly, with me, it took Ryan Groves too long to come to Bama, so I don't think he's gonna leave after 1 year. I think Ryan Groves probably gonna do 2 years like Sark did. Take 2 years, turn down a few jobs, and then wait for the best job available comes up. Because you go and you take that job, Piano Man talking about, it's gonna be hard to turn around and try to recruit against Alabama because Bama has a record now building up in the state. It's gonna be hard to try to take that battle. So I don't think he would take that job. I think he would fight it out in 1 more year. Then he'll wait on a job on the other end of the spectrum, probably back in the Big Ten type of job, going out there to the Pac-12. Well, not Pac-12, but back out to the Big 12 with a little less competition there for recruiting style. And then he'll start his way there and then build his way back to the SEC. Unless that right job in SEC comes available. Something like Tennessee, Kentucky type of thing where you have that bigger, have that bigger fan base that are actually worrying about winning too much right now. Like Kentucky. Kentucky just want to win. They just want to be prominent. They want to get recruits to be prominent. So that the pressure to win it is not that bad at Kentucky right now. So that'll be probably a primary type of job. He can go in there and rebuild a program from scratch. So I don't think he would leave for more than something like that. The biggest one, which y'all not paying attention to, it probably would be Mo, because Mo left a head coach job to come to Bama. So if he get an opportunity to be another head coach, I think Mo will be the one to take the boat first. Him and he'll take Harmon with him because they works in the secondary together. So it'll be Mo and Harmon to take their role. I don't think Ship gonna leave because Ship had opportunity for to leave to be OC, and he stayed. Kind of like Groves. And even if Groves do decide to leave, I think right now under Groves, Nick Sheridan will get more tutelage, and he'd probably be a better OC by him working on the Groves again anyway. So I don't think that'd be a big hit, but it'll be a huge hit, but not a major hit. So I'm looking more at Mo because, like you said, man, Mo transferred his defense in the second half of the season to being the number one defensive backfield in the country. Everybody gonna be sought out the most. And he's not making the type of money that Grove's making right now. So you go out there and throw some dollars at Mo probably gonna take it.
Facts, man. Shout out to Dexter Wright. Good to see you, Dexter. Roll tide to you,
Before
man.
you go on, if
Yeah, go right ahead.
the same program that I'm thinking about, what Piano Man is talking about, I don't think Ryan Gerber want no part of it because over there they don't want to let the coach have the head coach have total control. Too many of the people want to be in charge over there, so I don't think that's why I don't think Ryan Gerber wants that.
See, I sort of agree with Piano Man. I think he's a West Coast guy. I think they'll throw a hell of a lot of money at him. I think they would make stipulations if he do well at Bama. I think they would at least try to get out of their own way for that guy. I know he's a West Coast dude, and what other school would you love to coach on the West Coast other than that one? You know what I'm saying?
Now, I mean, his old program might try to bring him
Old
back.
program, facts. I forgot about that one. Yeah, real stuff. Forgot about
that'll be the one because they'll probably go try to get the coach from Washington, then Washington turn around trying to come back and get Groves.
Yeah,
that'll make the biggest sense, but that one, I would say I don't think he would go with that one.
Well, and here's something else, guys. If Grubb does leave, I know that the obvious answer is Nick Sheridan. But I think there's an answer that also exists that's not the obvious answer that might end up being the correct one. And that's Shepard.
Yeah.
Because he was passing game coordinator at Washington. I mean, I think that as much as Sheridan is going to benefit from Grubb being back because now you're learning from DeBoer and Grubb, I think there's a real principled argument to be made that Shepard is going to benefit maybe more because he is going to be able to grow more. That might be the guy because there are certain coaches on this roster that I'm like, whatever it takes, throw the kitchen, like
to keep
I
him.
will give you my paycheck to keep them on roster. Shepard is one of them. Courtney Morgan, not a coach, but just involved in the play. He's another, right? I think Aaron Hodges was a great addition as well. And Mo Linguist. Those are all names that I think are going to be very hot names.
Yeah.
You got to do whatever you can to keep them.
But
and
don't
that's
forget,
not to say anything bad about anybody else. But
don't forget they got a lot of compliance guys behind the scenes, like Rogers, that can be field coaches. Shout out to my brother down South Georgia, boy. 84, man, says with the $5 super chat, says go Dogs, man. Hey, you guys doing big things over there, man. DSG, y'all doing big things. I can't take nothing from y'all, bro, man. But y'all got to get over that hill, that Bama hill, baby. You know what I'm saying? We coming to Athens this year. See what y'all got for us between the hedges, right? So it's gonna be a good one, man. Thank you, DSGB, man. Much love to you, brother. Thank you so very much, man. So go ahead, KB.
You know what? With this coaching staff, they got so much continuity together, and they've been together so long. Every stop, they just might not want to leave. You know, they might just want to stay together and have their success together instead of going out doing their own thing. But always, money trumps everything.
Yeah, but the only person that left was Grubbs, that was on the original coaching staff. And he brought in Mo and Womack. So Womack and Mo came in as secondary coaches. So those two probably would leave. But I'm just saying that staff that been together all these years, man, it's just hard to see them bouncing.
To KB's point, I don't know if so there's a reason, right? Everybody has asked me why I think Texas is going to be a very good team this year. And I said, one, they've recruited very well. Their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator have not left. They're still there. Like, these are the hires Sark had originally made. They're still there. So I don't think that it's a foregone conclusion that anybody leaves from Bama. That's why I stepped back in and I was like, hey, I'm not saying I think these people leave. I think they'll be targeted. But we've seen at Texas, they have created something that the continuity at that coaching staff has become attractive, and some of their big name guys have stayed in place.
Yeah, and because most people, man, don't want them responsibility, Ty. That head coach job, man, is a nightmare. You get old fast as a head coach. You don't get much sleep as a head coach. Everything is on you as a head coach. When you're a coordinator or a position coach, man, all you gotta do is just go to work and do your job. You don't have to worry about nothing but your position. Period. Head coach has to worry about everything, all the damn politics in it, all the nuances in it. If the damn assistant coach sick today, somebody got to be able to fill in and do this and do that. Head coach has a lot of responsibility, and a lot of coaches, man, don't want that headache, don't want them nightmares, even though it comes with a nice price tag, but they don't want to grow old that fast.
KB, I think I grabbed yours earlier. I think that was on you. This one popped up on mine. My bad. You can go ahead. You go ahead and read this one, KB.
Appreciate it, DSGB 84 for the 499. My brother, DSGB, that's my guy too, man. He been a big supporter of the channel for a minute, even though he's a dog fan.
Yeah, good stuff, man. We appreciate everybody. Thank you guys, man. So what you guys think about this, man? We got about 13 kids, man. I'm gonna tell you the ones that they got down here. I believe it's you two right here. This is the you or Ty right here. Boom.
That's me, John Glass.
Think so, yeah.
Appreciate it, John Glass. I'll get all y'all feelers to dancing food tomorrow night, 8:00 live or Eastern time.
Live, man. Much love to me. For real. We got 13 people, man. Caden Proctor, Jaden Roberts, Jam Miller, LT, Tim Keenan, Domani, Deontay, Jeremy Bernard, Isaiah Horton, Keon Sabb, Cam Dewberry, and Ty Simpson. Ooh. I don't know if all of them gonna leave, Ty, but we got 13 eligible guys that's on the NFL radar right now. KB.
Much respect for y'all, gang, man. I hope one day we can get over the hump against y'all, man. I would love to see Georgia versus Alabama in the Natty this upcoming season. You ain't going to make it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Justin Palmer, but it's all good. I appreciate the $9.99, man. But you ain't going to make it, man. We about to come down to the hedges and tear them up. I'm sorry to tell you. It's going to be just like 2015. I'm sorry.
On a
But yeah,
mission,
man, hey,
Justin.
Justin Farm, I appreciate the $9.99, my brother.
So go ahead, KB, and keep going about what you think about these 13 young men.
Now, I would like to say, as far as Ty Simpson,
Yeah.
this just my opinion, man. If Ty Simpson ball out, he gone.
Yeah.
That's just my. I think it'll be like another Mac Jones. But if he have an average season, he might come back. And if he come back, I think Austin Mack might transfer.
Yeah, I think Ty should, man. He been at Bama going on 4 years. If he ball out, he deserves it, man.
He got to go. That's what I think. All right, then we're going to have a battle between Keelan Russell and Austin Mack. So we'll see how that work out. And then the quarterback commit that we got coming in. All right.
Fact.
Okay. Then man, Caden Proctor, I think he'll probably go.
Yeah, I bet this is it for Caden. Facts.
Yeah, I think he'll probably go, even though I might think he need a little work, in my opinion, a little bit more developing.
Yeah.
DeMonte Jackson, I think he'll go.
Yeah,
I think DeMonte will go. Jam Miller, I think he'll be gone.
Yeah, Deontay.
Deontay, this is last year. This is last year anyway.
Anyway, facts.
Yeah.
Jaden Roberts.
Jaden Roberts, he gone.
First round.
Yeah, I think he should be a first round. Who else we got?
Justin Jefferson.
Tim Keenan.
Oh yeah,
and Justin Jefferson. Forgot about Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
that's
they
14.
gonna remember
Tim Keenan, Jeffrey Jason.
Tim Keenan out of here.
Don't forget about James Smith.
No, I think James only a sophomore last year.
James Smith was junior.
He's a junior already?
He's a junior. This is junior. Him and Quay Russo are the same class.
Okay.
I think them two guys might come back because they'll only have 1 year as starters.
Facts.
I think they'll come back. What's the name? He'll be eligible too. Bray Hubbard. I think he'll be eligible.
Yeah, Bray been in the program for a minute. Facts, man. Facts. So we could lose a bunch of people.
I think Bray Hubbard, I think he might be gone, man, especially if he start the whole season and do what he did with his time last year, man.
Facts, man. That's tough. Piano Man, what you think about that, man?
You hit the nail on the head. That's tough.
It's tough.
Because you like Jerm Bernard, and everybody that you just named. Those guys that are out of eligibility, that's a horse of a different color. I think that those guys that have eligibility left but are also eligible for the NFL, I think that's what we really need to be concerned with, is how their year is going to go. And we all know that if they ball out, they're going to go. It's going to be just that simple. But if they feel like that there's a little bit more that they can, like you talked about Caden Proctor, there's a little bit more that they could bring to the table, to create the value for themselves to go to the next level. They probably will come back. It's up in the air, but I think the guys that have eligibility left and they can either do either or, I think those are the guys you got to focus on. But that's what I'm looking at.
But this right here, the guys who can have eligibility left, but they're eligible for the draft, I think a lot of it will have to do with how much NIL they get if they leave. Because some might be getting paid more in college than they will on a rookie contract or in the NFL. And then again, with those guys get to the playoff and get knocked out, or lose the national championship or get knocked out in the semifinals. They might want to be, hey, let's run it back. They might want to come back just for that. So
that's a fact, man. Soon the Cowboy says OU versus Georgia or Bama for the SEC championship. I tell you this, Soon the Cowboy, in my humble opinion, you guys are in a very, very similar situation to us as far as the offense go. It's all about that money position. You know what I mean? If John Mateer get down and handle his business, I can agree with you, right? If Ty Simpson handle his business, sky the limit for us, brother. You know what I mean? So it's all about that trigger, man, bro. You know what I mean? That that's the flip of the coin right there, man. Much love to you, though, man. Look, Link says Bray is only a sophomore. That's what I was thinking with Bray. Is he a red shirt sophomore though, or a true sophomore? Because if he's a red shirt sophomore, that's still a junior.
I think he's a red shirt sophomore.
Okay, he can still leave then. He could definitely still leave. Shout out to James Richards, man. My partner from Georgia. Much love to you, man, James. Good to see you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Much love to you. And finally, man, with all these kids we got, there is no way. Piano man, let me start with you on this one. There's no way, bro, that I see us laying a dud this season. I think Alabama gonna come out and win 11 games, man. I really do. We have way too much talent on the defensive side of the ball. Ty, yes, Ty has not started before, but Ty is not your average junior. Right. This kid has been in the program. He's seen people come and go. He's seen all the schematics. He's waited his turn. It's not like he's a young kid that just never started. He's an old kid that hadn't started, kind of like Garrett was. And I got a lot of faith in this kid, man.
And he's a senior, coach.
He's a senior. Ty's a senior. Okay, yeah. I thought he was a junior. Okay, cool. What's up, Tough as Nails? What you think about that, Piano man? Talk to me on that.
I've been saying it all week, Coach, and that's just here. With this team, there is no way, unless, let me say it this way, just to kill time, just to get it out the way. Three things that are X factors on both offense and defense, but I'm going to say it in its totality. Number three for the offense is going to be the O-line, Ryan Grubb, and injuries.
Yeah.
If those three things work well, especially with the addition of Ryan Grubb, and the injuries are minimal on that O-line, especially, there's no way that even a good defense will even come close to even stopping these guys on offense. We get a running game established. On the defensive side of the ball, I've been saying it all along, that D-line has got to bring pressure. And I think in game one, I honestly believe we will see exactly what is going to be for the defense, because you're facing TC, Mr. Castellanos, and Florida State. That dude is not the most awesome thrower, so he's going to use a lot with his legs. We're going to find out in game one what our defense is all about. And I've already predicted that don't be surprised if we take 2 interceptions back for touchdowns. That's all I got to say. And I believe that's going to set the tone for the rest of the year.
I love it. KB, listen, man, we got a lot of people back on the side, this defensive side of the ball, man. I think the offense is going to be fine. A lot of defense, a lot of snaps, I guess I should say, on the defensive side of the ball. And this guy runs the ball a lot, just like Piano Man said, so I know they're going to bring pressure on him. I know they're going to try to pattern match on the back end and confuse him. I wonder what you think about our defensive side of the ball going into this season with all those snaps back.
Man, I'm high on the defensive side of the ball, man. I am high. The way they was playing in the latter part of the season, so you know they can bring it. You know that.
Thanks.
They still young, but they got a lot of experience. Like you said, I mean, a lot of those young true freshmen was playing last season.
It's facts.
And all of them coming back with the reps that they had last season. And they ain't doing nothing this off season, but working on their craft, getting more development. It's going to be better than last season, in my opinion.
Facts.
The learning curve is gone. So you just have to get out there and make it happen.
Oh, facts,
The learning curve is gone for those guys.
Facts. I couldn't agree more. We have our same defensive coordinator back, same personnel back practically, right? This is the year. This is the year, Coach Carr. A lot of snaps back going on over there. But before you chime in on that, shout out to Darius Jones, man. Much love to Darius. Prayers to you, brother. Whatever you've been going through, man. Much love to you. If I think to be healed immediately, you probably need to come be a Bama fan other than a Tennessee fan. You know what I mean? Just joking, but much love to you, man. I hope everything go well for you. Hope you're feeling better, man. And always stay prayed up for sure, man. Coach Carl, talk to him, man. We got a lot of snaps over there, man. A lot of snaps on that defensive side of the ball. I don't think people really understand how many snaps we got back on that side of the ball. It's a lot of snaps coming back for this year. Almost not enough to go around when you look at that safety spot. Zay Mincy playing well. Bray is playing well. Keon is coming back, was a ball hawk, got hurt early. So what do you think going into this season, man? What's your expectations for this defense?
The defense, I expect the defense to be number one, number two defense in the country. Period. There's no other way to even explain it, man. Because most of the team we play against are spread type teams. Only grind and pound team we play against so far on the schedule is you got Oklahoma, you got Auburn, and you got Vandy. Everybody else is more spread type. Georgia run the ball at you to, or Georgia run the ball to get
Yeah,
to the pass, right? They don't pass to get to the run; they run to get to the pass. So most of the teams we play, man, are more spread type team, and with the experience we have on the back end, I think that's probably our strongest suit on defense. It should be no fly zone on that side, right? And then you have James Smith, Quay Rusau, Tim Keenan. You still gonna have Keon Keeley on the other side. You got LT Overton. You still got what the name Jeremiah Beeman and those host of guys that's inside. Man, I think the D line is more predicated to be a better success this year than what last year at the second year on the K Womack because now they know exactly what the scheme is and how to affect the scheme. And the bigger thing about what Tim Keeney do, I saw somebody put in the chat say you need to learn how to handle double team. No, in this scheme with a 4-2-5 defense, Tim Keeney had to learn how to attack the guard. You
facts.
don't worry about the double team. You line up in front of the guard, you line up in the three, you line up in the two, wherever you line up at, you line up in the zero, you attack the guard. You draw the double team by chasing the guard. You push the guard
Hey,
out.
hold on. Can Tim Keenan play the two? Can he play the three tech?
Who knows? But they got him at nose, right?
Facts.
So he playing nose, he gonna have to learn how to play 1, 2, 3 gaps, right?
Facts.
0, 1, 2, 3 gaps. So if you can play 1, 2, and 3 at the nose, and he can attack the guard, you just take out the guard. Main thing about defense is in the 4-2-5, you attack the guard. You take the guard out, you make the center double team. You the linebackers are flowing free. That means you always gonna have a free linebacker if somebody attacks the guard. If he
Yeah.
does that, this defense is gonna be spectacular because we got 4 or 5 studs at linebackers. That all they need is just have a free pass. Free pass down here. I don't think none of these guys missing no tackles. I don't think nobody run the ball up the middle on Bama. If Tim Keeney attacks the guard, Tim take one guard, James Smith take the other guard, and then we let the two edges rush. The only person that have a free spot is center, and I don't think most centers gonna be fast enough to keep up with those linebackers that we running in the middle. It's 2-on-1 at that point. So, hey, our defense should be lights out if they follow their keys, man, and do what they do right.
All facts, man. All facts. Ty, speak on it. A lot of snaps come back, but just to get the other side of it, I did see us get turned a lot. That Michigan offensive line isolation block, they turned us. They moving us out the gap. But a lot of snaps coming back though. That's what make me think some of these guys were so used to playing that zero. It's different playing in the gap. It's different. You got to be able to bend. You got to be a little more agile. It ain't just it ain't like the 3-4. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So. What you think about this defensive line, man? A lot of snaps over there coming back. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but to your point, Coach, this is why earlier, whenever I was talking about Womack in particular, I was like, I think he came in knowing what he wanted to do. And through no fault of his own, right? All the coaches get this same grace. You're there for less than a year before the bullets start flying and you're in live SEC action.
Facts.
You don't have the best understanding of how your scheme is going to meld to the personnel. And then even once you start getting a bit familiar with your personnel in practice, you don't really know how things are going to go when live action starts. Because practice is one thing. You get into games, it's a totally different thing. And now it's a bit harder to adjust on the fly when you're still learning. I think this year we're going to see a much more confident Alabama defensive front. And one of the things that's scary, guys, is Alabama's secondary was so good last year. Alabama didn't get sacks like we're used to, right? We didn't get the
Facts.
quarterback on the ground like Alabama is used to. What happens with this secondary when you're pressuring the quarterback more and you're making him really uncomfortable? The name I'm looking for along this defensive front is LT Overton.
For sure.
And the reason why I'm going to say LT Overton, guys, is because last year, he had to learn a new scheme, but he had to change positions. He had to come to Bama learn what Bama's defense was going to be, but then also completely change his body in order to play a different position. And he had a ton of quarterback hurries, a ton of them. He just didn't convert close to finishes. If he converts half of his close to finishes, he is going to be a force rushing the quarterback. And then I'm not going to lie, Bama got a true freshman who we talk a lot about, a lot of the talent on this team, and deservedly so. There's a true freshman that I'm not saying is going to, come in and be Will Anderson, but I'm intrigued, and that's Justin Hill.
Justin Hill.
Because in some of those clips they dropped, I don't know if y'all remember, there was a clip of Justin Hill getting an interception because he dropped in the flat. So, okay, he's already showing that I can drop in the flat and be a problem out there. If he gets bigger, which he will, he's now in a college strength and conditioning room, that guy could be a real problem for teams to cover. So I think that Alabama's defensive front, if you're asking me the only area that I think Alabama needs to markedly improve on up front, it has got to be the defensive front as a whole. But I also think you have the bodies for it. I think you have Tim Keenan, you have Jeremiah Beeman, you have James Smith, you have Edric Hill. You have all these guys that can do so much. You have Justin Hill, you've got Quay Russo, you have LT Overton. You've got Jordan Renaud, who, by the way, may have flashed as much as any defensive player up front that I saw last year. Like when Jordan Renaud came in there, he looked like a guy that's going to be hard to keep off the field. So I think it's just about piecing it together.
Oh, facts, man. Big shout outs, man, to Keyway, man. Much love to Lil KJ, my former player. Shout out to you, man. Much love. Tell your mom and dad I said hello. Shout out to Man. Shout out to Dante. Shout out to Spencer. Shout out to all the people who played on our 707 team. Much love to you. Much love to the kids come from BJ down there, UNA doing their thing. Much love to you, little partner. You already know what it is. And final topic, man. Final topic. You get one game. Let's start with you, Piano Man. Which game? Now, really think about it before you answer. Which game most concerns you on the schedule?
It's going to be unpopular. The first one.
I feel it. Hey, I feel it. I feel it. I understand. I get it, man.
Gotta set that tone.
Gotta set that tone.
Gotta set the tone.
I get it. Let's go diagonal. Coach Carl. Which game most concerns you on the schedule?
Well, since Piano Man took the first one, I go in the middle, and I'm gonna take going over to the Columbia, man, playing South Carolina at home in that small stadium. That'll be the one that concern me. Because last time we went over there, as I recall, I think then they beat us with Alshon Jeffries and those crew.
Was that the last time we went to South Carolina?
Alshon Jeffries and Garcia. I think that's the last time we went over there, right?
Man, is that the last time we
Alshon Jeffries and Steven Garcia, 2009, 2010, when we were coming off that championship. I think that's the last time we went over there, right?
Wow, man, that's the last time we went to South Carolina. I guess so. I can't think of no other time. Facts. Wow, I agree with that, man. Ty, which game most concerns you on the schedule?
Because South Carolina was taken, I want to go a little bit different route. I'm going to go Auburn. And the reason I'm going to go Auburn is because unless someone burns sage in that damn cursed stadium that is Jordan Hare, I'm always uneasy going to Jordan Hare because I don't know what it is. Auburn can look like straight up garbage all year, and then they play Georgia or they play Alabama in that stadium, and it looks like a totally different team. I don't know why. That's just how it happens. Georgia has the heartbreak in that stadium. We have our heartbreak in that stadium. Auburn has a quarterback that has confidence against Alabama now. He beat Alabama at OU. Now, I really worry about the relationship between Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold because Hugh Freeze is a guy that likes to throw his players under the bus, and Jackson Arnold had his confidence shaken last year. So I worry about how that dynamic's going to go, but For me, it's Auburn, just because that cursed stadium.
KB,
All right,
which
appreciate the
game?
compliment, Stephen Hicks, but it's Auburn for me too. It's
Okay,
Auburn, like he said. No matter how bad they are through the course of the season, they always give us a game in Jordan Hare.
yeah,
Every single time we go to that place, strange things happen. I'll just say that. I mean, you remember we had to go in 5 overtimes with them, and that was a bad team.
Big Bama.
And the next time we go down there, I guess it was the next time, the Gravedigger. I
Facts.
mean, come on, man, and they are terrible teams. So that's why that's my most concern. Plus, if we just handling everybody throughout the season, that's the last game. Might
Fact.
have a little complacency. So maybe, but that's the game.
I gotta agree, Coach Carr. I took my South Carolina. It for me, it could be only one or two. Respect to all Georgia. Much love to Georgia. Respect to those guys. Y'all guys been doing y'all thing last couple of years. But I just don't, we play y'all as good as anybody we play, right? I can't be concerned about that, even if it's on the road. I'm concerned about every game, but South Carolina and Auburn are the two games that do concern me on the schedule. I feel like Oklahoma. I feel like, these guys are going to be razor sharp focus for that game. Vandy, I'm not worried about neither one of those games. These guys have heard about those two games all year long. They'll be ready for those two games. LSU is always a dog fight. We know that. So you really can't pick that one because that's going to automatically be a dog fight. That damn Auburn game and that damn South Carolina game, man. I didn't realize I was sort of blind to how hype South Carolina's home field advantage was. I did not know it was like that till I watched the little pregame when they're coming out through the tunnel. I was like, is this South Carolina? With that damn Ric Flair, that dun, dun, dun. And I was like, in the damn rooster crowing. Man, them people was going crazy. I was like, wait a minute, this is South Carolina? I did not know it was hype like that, bro. I did not. So hell yeah, that game scared me. It do, because that quarterback they have, the guy's elusive. He almost gave it to us last year on our own home field. It do concern me. In Auburn, you can't go to Jordan Hare without being concerned. Just like the guys just said, it's some hoodoo or something going on in that damn field. I don't know what's going on there. Ja'Cory Brooks and Mechie saved us several years ago. The Gravedigger saved us last year, this year before last. You're right. Every time in recent memory, we've either lost or got out of there by the hairs of our chin. So you got to be concerned about it. You got to be concerned about it, man. Listen, we've been going about an hour and a half now, bro. I want to say thank you, first of all, before I even pass it to the brothers. Thank you guys for tapping in. This is a great show. People have been tapping in all over the place, man. I really appreciate all of you. To Ty, to my brother Coach Carl, to my brother Piano Man, my brother Ty, my brother KB, all of y'all. Thank you so very much for tapping in and making this an outstanding show, man. Taking a little bit of your time and talking some Bama football. Go around and just let everybody know where they can find you, man. Just let everybody know where they can find you. Let me get this comment off. And let everybody know what your channel is. And just let everybody know how they can get in contact with you, man. Go ahead, KB. I'm sorry.
Well, first of all, I want to say I got 111 watching on my end, so hopefully y'all go subscribe to all of these guys. So, and make sure you hit the like button. But you can find me on my channel, Kangaroo Black. Just type it in the search bar to come up. Kangaroo Black 73 on TikTok. Kangaroo Black 1 Instagram. I really don't use Twitter. You can find me at Show Enough on Facebook.
Facts, man. Piano Man.
Thank you, Coach Sean, as always, and good to share the platform with my brothers. And listen, I need 15 people to put me at 250. Please go to the Long Run with Piano Man over there on YouTube. Hook a brother up, and I will be most appreciative. And you can see me every day from 8 until whenever they tell me I can leave. Every day, Monday through Friday, there on the Long Run with Piano Man. Thank you again, Coach Sean.
Always, brother. Coach Carl.
Hey man, you can find me on the Block Sports and Coach Hard on YouTube. You can find me on X/Twitter at Coach KD Taylor. And I would definitely piano, man. I get with my players Monday, and then I will see how they feel about coming back on the show Monday after we get done, or Monday sometime we get done with practice like about 8:30, 9 o'clock to see how they feel about coming on there and sit down and have a conversation with you, man, about their experience when they go to teach them.
Appreciate it.
And Ty.
Yeah, y'all can find me over here. Y'all can find me anywhere where they just let me have a mic. So be sure to subscribe to all these guys. They do great stuff. And if you aren't excited right now, I tweeted this the other day. Are you not entertained?
B Sharp, I seen you down there, man. Like, oh, there's B Sharp down there, man. Did you get it all out, Ty? Did they hear you?
What's going on with y'all, man?
Oh man, we just kicking it, man, wrapping it up, man. Everybody saying their channels.
These got a smoking.
You didn't let Ty see the wrong thing, man. You didn't let Ty Hayes see the wrong thing, bro.
I said, wait a minute, Ty ain't about to be up here, and he's smoking a cigar, and I'm smoking a cigar. It ain't about to go down like that. I gotta let me be on screen with my boy, man. KB, piano man.
What's going on? What the business is?
Not much, man. Over here with the family. They over here turning up, man, and all that good stuff.
Hey, B Sharp, shout your channel out right quick. Let everybody know they can find you right quick.
Oh, well, of course, Sharpshooters Sports Talk, man. Appreciate everybody that showed love earlier. We finally on the monetization side now. So, shout out to Ty Hayes for starting it all, man. Appreciate it, brother. Love you always.
Thanks.
No,
you look like you got some of that juice in your B Sharp.
Always. You don't want to take the credit, I give you the credit.
Facts, man.
Look like you got some of that juice in your B Sharp.
Say what?
Like you got some of that juice in you.
Yeah, man. That's why I only stopped in here for a hot second, man. Because it ain't like I get to see Ty every day, man. So.
Thanks.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah,
bro.
man. And we own it tomorrow at 3:30, of course.
Yes, sir. Oh,
man,
facts,
always
brother.
good to see everybody, man. That's why I said I'm over here watching.
All right, bro. We appreciate you, homie. Much love.
Man, good to see you.
All right, bro.
Take it easy, brother.
Man, much love to the brother B Sharp. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with my brother B Sharp too, man. All these guys tap in with him, man. Shout out to not only these guys, but shout out to Jan 716. Shout out to Coach Al. Shout out to John, our brother John. Shout out to the entire Bama Standard. Shout out to Clint Lamb. Shout out to Justin Smith. Shout out to all these boys, man, who always do content with us and do good things, man. Much love to KB. Much love to Piano Man. Much love to Coach Carlin. Much love to Ty Hayes and my brother Brinsky Shaw. You can find me right here, man, at JMHO Sports Talk. It's just my humble opinion. That's on Twitter and YouTube, man. Roll Tide to everybody in the chat that tapped in on all the channels, man. Thank you, guys. We doing big things. We about to ramp the content back up and get it going, man. Get it going. Support your channel. Support these brothers. And be blessed in whatever y'all do tonight, man. Be careful, be blessed, and roll tide to you all, man. Much love.
Roll tide.
Roll tide.
What'd you say, KB? You don't